Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to another meaningful conversation. I am Iram Munir, Head of Computer Information Technology Department at Government College of Technology, Lytton or Lahore. And today we are going to explore a topic that can completely change the way we look at our challenges, our failures, and even ourselves. We often cannot control what happens in our life, but we can control how we interpret and respond to what happened. Failure can become a lesson, a problem can become an opportunity, and a negative thought can become the starting point of a positive change. Today, we are going to discuss the power of positive thinking, how to reframe your mindset. And to explore this important topic, I am joined by our virtual guest, Dr. Sara Khan. Dr. Sara, welcome to the conversation. It's wonderful to have you with us.
Thank you, Iram. It's honestly a pleasure to be here. Positive thinking isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about training the mind to look for options, not just obstacles.
Okay, Dr. Sara Khan, let's begin with the basic questions. When we talk about positive thinking, many people think it simply means being happy all the time. What does positive thinking actually mean?
Yeah, that's a common misunderstanding. Positive thinking isn't the same as constant happiness. It's more like a habit of perspective. When something difficult happens, you ask, okay, what's still within my control? That small shift changes your options.
Hmm. Okay. Is positive thinking about ignoring problems, or is it about looking at problems differently?
It's the second one, not ignoring, but reframing, seeing a problem as information, not a verdict. For example, if a plan fails, instead of I'm hopeless, it's okay, that method didn't work. What's plan B? It keeps reality intact, just opens up more responses.
Uh, okay, one important idea in this topic is reframing our thoughts. How can a person take a negative thought such as I can't do this and turn it into a more constructive thought?
One sec, that's a great question. Reframing means swapping an unhelpful interpretation for a more balanced one, not pretending everything's perfect. For example, I can't do this yet, but I can improve. Or this setback is feedback, not a measure of my worth. That subtle shift often opens energy for action.
Great. Dr. Sarah, sometimes negative thoughts come automatically. We worry about failure, compare ourselves with others, or constantly think
Hmm.
about our mistakes. Why does our mind
Hmm.
naturally focus on much on negative experience?
Let me check for just a second. Iram, that's an excellent question. Our minds are wired with a negativity bias. Evolution wise,
Hmm.
survival favored noticing danger over comfort.
Hmm.
Today, that means a single critical comment can stick more than 10 compliments. But that's not permanent. With practice, gratitude exercises, catching those automatic negative thoughts and gently questioning them, you can retrain attention. The goal isn't zero negative thoughts, it's more balanced thinking and resilience. That makes challenges way less overwhelming.
Hmm. Okay, failure is something everyone experiences, but successful people often seem to treat failure differently. How can we change our mindset from I failed to I learned something?
Hmm. Important question. Successful people usually treat failure as feedback, not a personal flaw. So instead of why did I fail, it's what's the lesson here? That moves you from regret to growth. Ask yourself, what actually happened? What did I learn? And what's one thing I'll do differently next time? Over time, that habit turns setbacks into stepping stones. It doesn't erase the sting, but it builds resilience.
Hmm, very important tips. Okay, it is easy to talk about positive thinking when everything is going well. But what about the difficult moments when someone faces disappointment, stress, rejection, or uncertainty? How can they maintain a positive mindset then?
Hmm. Great follow up, Iram. In hard moments, it's not about faking optimism. First, acknowledge what you're feeling, then focus on what you can control right now. Even tiny actions help. Talk to someone you trust. Narrow the task to just the next right step. Draw strength from earlier challenges you've already overcome. Resilience isn't loud. Sometimes it's just quietly doing the next doable thing.
Hmm, very practical tips. Okay, today's social media constantly shows us other people's achievements, lifestyles, careers, and success. How does constant comparison affect our minds?
Constant comparison.
Hmm.
One sec. Yes, so when we compare constantly, especially on social media,
Hmm.
it often distorts reality. We see highlights, not struggles, so our brains can interpret others' success as proof we're late or behind, which can feed stress and sap motivation. The antidote is to anchor to your own timeline. Ask, am I growing compared to last year, not compared to somebody else? And curate your feed. Choose content that inspires or teaches you, not just stuff that makes you feel behind. That way, social media becomes a tool, not a measuring stick. Confidence and peace grow when you focus on your own progress. Hmm.
Hmm. This is the good way to avoid distraction through social media. Okay, do you believe that positive thinking can actually contribute to professional and academic success, or is positive thinking alone not enough?
Positive thinking helps, but let's check that. It's helpful, but not sufficient on its own. You still need discipline, skills, practice, and realistic planning. Think of it as fuel. The engine still needs a driver, a map, and regular maintenance. Optimism motivates the effort. Without that follow through, it can slip into wishful thinking. Yeah, the magic combo is mindset plus consistent action. Together, they seriously boost academic and professional success. That's the kind of positive thinking that truly transforms life.
Okay, Dr. Sara Khan, let's give our audience a small challenge. Imagine someone is facing a problem today and thinking, I can't handle this. What is one powerful question they should ask themselves to reframe that thought?
Ask, what part of this can I handle right now? Then do just that piece. One small controllable step often loosens the whole problem.
Dr. Sara Khan, thank you so much for sharing such valuable insights. Today's conversation reminds us that positive thinking does not mean pretending that the problem don't exist. It means
Exactly.
choosing a better way to respond to those problems. We may not control every situation in our life, but we can learn to control our perspective. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? We can ask,
Hmm.
what can I learn from this? Instead of saying, I can't do it, we can say, I may not know how to do it yet, but I can learn. And instead of seeing failure as the end, we can see it as a feedback for the next attempt. So, to everyone watching this conversation, change your thoughts, change your perspectives, and you can change the way you experience your challenges. Remember, a positive mindset does not remove every obstacle from your path. It gives you the courage, clarity, resilience to move forward. I'm Iramani,
Beautifully summed up.
and this has been another meaningful conversation with Dr. Sara Khan. Thank you, Dr. Sara, for joining us, and thank you everyone for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, keep believing, and most importantly, keep moving forward. Until our next conversation, stay positive, stay focused, and stay curious. Allah Hafiz.